Persona and Uma Musume enjoyers, show me your true form, for I have a video you will absolutely love. I will send the Persona 5 Phantom Thieves to the world of Uma Musume, where they become Uma trainers that train horse girls to be fast, strong, smart, and effective. Basically, I will assign each Persona 5 Phantom Thief member a fitting Uma based on their vibes, lore, personality, and story. I have to note that this video may contain Persona 5 spoilers, unless you don't care. And this will only cover the royal cast along with the OG. So, let us now begin the showtime. First Persona 5 Phantom Thief on this list is Ren Amamiya, or Joker Persona 5, and he will be the first here that will be an Uma Musume trainer. The Uma I shall be giving Joker Persona 5 is Katsuragi Ace, an Uma that has a matching team as him, and even sports the same gloves as him, so here's why. Joker, as you may know, is my favorite Persona 5 protagonist. He's the guy that shows people their true form, and along with that, he has a red and black themed outfit, and now he is Katsuragi Ace's trainer. As for Katsuragi Ace, she is an ace that looks up and rivals Mr. CB, along with Symboli Rudolph, who is the Emperor, and with Joker Persona 5 as her trainer, these two will show the Umas and trainers their true forms and win the race. Now as for the real-life Katsuragi Ace, it was a racehorse in the 1980s, a black stallion horse who was known for breaking the triple crowns of the real-life Mr. CB and Symboli Rudolph. He had a total runtime of 22 races and 10 wins. So my imagination on how these two would go along, I can imagine Joker can teach Katsuragi Ace some tricks he knows as a Phantom Thief, and perhaps they might train in the metaverse too. So my conclusion for all of you is that Joker Persona 5 will be training Katsuragi Ace. Let's move to the next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next, we got my man Ryuji Sakamato, and he is in the Uma Musume as a trainer. The Uma that Ryuji my man will be getting is Daitaku Helios, the Gen Z Uma who is in the house, and here's my explanation. If you played Persona 5, you'll know that Ryuji is a former track star and is best friends with Joker Persona 5, who also suffered a leg injury due to Kamoshida, and now he is an Uma Musume trainer for Daitaku Helios. Daitaku Helios is basically the Gen Z Uma who understands brain rot terms and says the iconic "Ray!" And along with that, she is a lover of Daiichi Ruby, and she is known for that Daitaku Helios rap song. So this duo is basically two characters going
for real? Ray! For real? Ray! For real?
An explosive combination, I would say. Now, as for the real-life Daitaku Helios, it was a racehorse in the 1990s according to this wiki. He was known as a famous frontrunner who ran mile races twice in a row, along with having competed with Medjero Palmer. Another thing to note is that the real-life Daitaku Helios horse was given nicknames, and even had a crush with Daiichi Ruby. So yeah, Ryuji in Daitaku Helios is in the house, guys. So my conclusion tonight is that Ryuji will be training Daitaku Helios. Let's move to the next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next on this list, we got the first girl on the Phantom Thieves, and that is Takamaki. And I know just the right Uma for Anne, and that is Daiwa Scarlet. Here's why. Takamaki, as you may know, is the first female Phantom Thief who used to be classmates with Ryuji and is best friends with Shiho and wants the best for her. So let's imagine Takamaki is now an Uma Musume trainer for Daiwa Scarlet. Daiwa Scarlet, as you may know, is a twin-tail brown-haired Uma Musume that you can get at the start of the game. Along with that, she is a rival of Vodka and is portrayed as a tsundere. Along with that, did you know that the owner of Daiwa Scarlet Horse, she's based on, asked Psy Games to make Daiwa Scarlet quote-unquote bigger than Vodka? So Daiwa Scarlet and Takamaki is basically a duo that would rival Ryuji, who is training Daitaku Helios. Now as for the real-life Daiwa Scarlet Horse, basically it was a racehorse in the 2000s, and one notable thing to note is that the real-life Daiwa Scarlet is a major rival of the real-life Vodka, and they have like fought each other 5 times. She had a total runtime of 12 races and 8 wins. So Takamaki and Daiwa Scarlet is basically a duo that would constantly rival against Vodka along with Ryuji and Daitaku Helios. So my conclusion is Takamaki will be training Daiwa Scarlet. Let's move to the next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next is my man and beloved Yusuke Kitagawa, and we must give him an Uma that screams breathtaking sight. And so the Uma Yusuke will be getting is Kiseki. Just Kiseki. First of all, Yusuke is an artistic man who seeks art in beauty. Even when he is strict by Madarame, he still wants to see and show the beauty of art. And along with that, he's broke. As for Kiseki, just Kiseki, I don't have the best knowledge on her, aside from the fact that she is an artist-themed Uma Musume who loves reading and drawing mangas and seeing the beauties of mangaka, as they would say. Now, as for the real-life Kiseki horse, it is basically a racehorse of the 2010s. That's a dark-based talent who was born in 2014. 2014. His major win was only Kikushowa in 2017, and the Racing Silk is green and white. He had a total runtime of 33 races and 4 wins. So this duo, Yusuke and Kiseki, is what you would call artistic. My conclusion will be this: my man and GOAT Yusuke Kitagawa will be training Kiseki, and that is all. Let us move to the next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Okay, I almost forgot about this one, but next up is Morgana, and we need to give Morgana a cat-themed umamusume, even though I know that Morgana is not a cat. So let's give Morgana Caldstone Light Own for this one, and here's my explanation why. Morgana, for those who don't know, is not a cat, as they say, but behaves and looks like one, and she is basically the one that helped found the Phantom Thieves, and now this cat is an umamusume trainer after helping Joker Persona 5. Caldstone Light Own is more of a cat than a horse, not gonna lie. I do not have the best knowledge on her, aside from the fact that she's a cat-themed umamusume that is all about maximum speed, running fast. So basically how I imagine Morgana and Caldstone Light Own is that people will ask, why is a cat training an Uma? And Morgana will repeatedly say that I'm not a cat. As for the real life Caldstone Light O, basically it was a 2000s racehorse who specialized in 1200m sprinters and 1000 meter dashes, according to this wiki. Its appearance is a dark based talent who had 36 runs and 9 wins. So yeah, that's Morgana and Caldstone Light O. I'll just write in the conclusions that Morgana will be training Caldstone Light O. Next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next on this list we got the best girl Makoto, and I know just the right Uma for our beloved student council president. So the Uma I shall be giving Makoto Niijima is Ikunodictus, and let me explain. Makoto, as you may know, is the student council president, and along with that she is Sai Niijima's sister, and now she is an umamusume trainer for Ikunodictus, and let's not forget that she is a queen after all. Now as for Ikunodictus, I do not have the best knowledge on her, but I do know is that she is one serious umamusume that wears glasses. So Makoto and Ikunodictus would be that smarts duo that would basically be studying more than training and learning stuff whilst exploring the world and its wonders. Now as for the real life Ikunodictus, it was basically a racehorse in the 1990s. It's a brown stallion racehorse that had many races without any serious injuries according to this wiki. It's even loved by Mejiro McQueen. So basically this duo is what you would call smart and serious ones. They're really tough. You got Makoto Niijima and Ikunodictus. So I'll just write to the conclusion that Makoto Niijima will be training Ikunodictus in this one. Let's move to the next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next on this list we got Futaba Sakura, and she is a bit tricky. I got two options for her. Either she trains Transcend or Agnes Digital, but in the end I decided screw it, let's give her Transcend. Futaba, as you may know, is the hacker girl of the Phantom Thieves, and along with that she founded MedJeb and gave herself the name Alibaba, then asked the Phantom Thieves to change her art. Then she gets sent to Uma Musume to be Transcend's trainer. Now as for Transcend, we all know that she is a nerdy hacker girl Uma Musume who, despite being very techie, can run on dirt just like Haru Urara, and she sports them glasses. So basically, Futaba and Transcend duo is basically two hackers hacking the world for its wonders. What am I even saying? Now as for the real life Transcend, basically it was a racehorse in the 2010s that won 4th dirt G1s in Japan, along with the Dubai World Cup according to this wiki. So yeah, Futaba, Sakura, and Transcend, they hack the world. Let me just write in the conclusions that Futaba will be training Transcend. Next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next we got the floof, Haru Okumura, and let me just say she can train any Mejiro family, so I'll just give her Mejiro Ramono as I wanna be creative here. Haru, as you may know, is a floof as the Persona community says, and she is a father of a man who basically owns a Persona version of McDonald's, and now she gets sent to Umamusume to be an Umamusume trainer for Mejiro Ramonu, but she would still barely have any screen time in the Umaverse. Now as for Mejiro Ramonu, she's part of the Mejiro family, which is a prestigious family with Mejiro McQueen of course, and it's stated from the wiki that Mejiro Ramono loves the racetrack. Basically this duo is what you would call elegant and nice, as I would say. As for the real life Mejiro Ramono, basically racehorse in the 1980s and is the first Philly Triple Crown winner. A black mare horse who had a total of 12 races and 9 wins. So yeah, let me write in my conclusions that Haru Okumura will be training Mejiro Ramono. That is all. Next Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Up next on this list we got my man and the crazy pancake loving guy Goro Akechi. And in the Uma Musume verse, my man Akechi is gonna be obsessed with winning, and the Uma he shall be training is Sirius Symboli, cause both are crazy. Goro Akechi, as you may know, is a detective under Sai Niijima who got manipulated by Shido, and along with that he has a Dark Knight styled alter ego persona. And now this pancake loving detective is in the Uma Musume verse as a trainer for Sirius Symboli. As for Sirius Symboli, she is a menacing Uma Musume, you know. She is basically part of the Symboli family, and she is also really prideful, just like my crazy man Akechi. Basically, Akechi and Zero Symboli is a duo that's so obsessed with winning races, and they would challenge Joker Persona 5, who trains Katsuragi Ace, to a bunch of Uma races. Along with that, he would often scream about how much he hates Joker. Now, as for the real life Zero Symboli, it basically was a racehorse in the 1980s who won the 1985 Japanese Derby and became a pioneer for Japanese horse running, and even went to Europe according to this wiki. So basically, it's a brown stallion racehorse who had a total of 26 races and 4 wins. So yeah, this duo is what you would call obsessed with winning and going to races while challenging trainer Joker Persona 5. So let me write in my conclusions that Akechi will be training Zero Symboli. Let us march to the last Persona 5 Phantom Thief. Last but not least, we got Kasumi Yoshizawa, or should I say, Sumire Yoshizawa. And I obviously know the most fitting Uma for her, and that is Admire Vega, and here's my explanation. Sumire Yoshizawa, as you may know, has a sister who passed away due to a car accident where Kasumi tried to save her, and she spent her entire life pretending to be her sister, and during the events of Persona 5, we help her be herself again, and now she is a trainer of Admire Vega. As for Admire Vega, same story as Kasumi Yoshizawa. She is an Uma Musume who is the depression Uma, someone said, who lost a sister much like Kasumi Yoshizawa, and carries the guilt from it. So basically, this duo is basically similar to each other. They might relate to one another about the fact that they both lost a sister they hold dear to themselves. Now, as for the real life Admire Vega, it was a racehorse of the 2000s who shares the triple crowns with the real life TM Opera O and Narita Top Road. Admire Vega, according to this wiki, had an impressive bloodline, but Vega carried twins, and twins don't go well, so Admire Vega was the only one that survived in these two. He had a total of 8 races and 4 wins, and Admire Vega retired in the year 2000. So yeah, Admire Vega and Sumire Yoshizawa, in my opinion, is a perfect duo. So I'll just write in my conclusions that Sumire Yoshizawa will be training Admire Vega. Let's end this video now. Okay y'all, we are in the conclusions of this video. It's finally over. I hope y'all enjoyed every second of this video where I sent the Persona 5 cast to Uma Musume to be trainers. Can I say some stuff here? I wanna restore my old glory and make this channel rise to the top, and maybe make some money on the way to help me fund the computer parts to upgrade further and my gym memberships. I want this video to get like 1,000 views if possible. If this video somehow gets 10,000 views, I'd be bursting with so much joy. Please do it. Along with that, get like 1,500 to 2,000 subs if possible. I do not often say this, but can you kindly like and subscribe? Help me out, man. Also, check out my links, memberships if I ever make any, or etc. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next video. Thank you and goodbye.